Hello and welcome back to another episode of College Kids Cars. I'm your host, Logan Kulo, and today we're here with Matt and his 1991 BMW e30. When did you get the car and where did you get the car from?
All right, so I got the car 4 years ago. I got it in 2015 from a friend of mine named Brett. He just didn't really have time for a project car anymore. It was white, it was stock. He didn't have anything to do with it at the time, so he let me take it off his hands for a really good deal. I replaced some of the quarter panels and had some of the rust fixed, and then I had it painted by a friend of mine down in Detroit. This is actually a single-stage version of Ford's Deep Impact Blue, so that's what comes on the new Mustangs and stuff. And then wheels, it's got MST MT07s, I believe, are the spec for the wheels. They're 17 by 9, and other than that, the outside's pretty much stock.
I'm pretty sure that this isn't the stock engine in here, and I'm pretty sure that that turbo right there also isn't stock.
You would be correct.
You want to tell us a little bit about what you done?
Yeah, so this is it was originally just an NA M50 swap, which is E36 drivetrain. So It's got the E36 2.5 liter inline six, and then the E36 5-speed transmission. And the center section was replaced with a Garrett GTX unit, so it's running the GTX 11-blade billet wheel. And then it's got a pure turbo hot side. And then all the intercooler piping and stuff is just like universal piping that I just made myself. And then as far as the engine goes, it's stock internally other than a MLS head gasket and ARP head studs.
So I see you have an SCCA sticker on here along with a few others. Do you mind explaining a little bit about those?
Yes, SCCA is the Sports Car Club of America. Megan Racing is the brand of the coilovers that I'm running. Grid Life is one of the events that I run at. This one's pretty close to my heart. It's very special. A friend of mine named Keith this past year decided to end his own life, unfortunately. We all miss him dearly. He was a fellow car enthusiast. We held a memorial car show for him. It's where all of his friends and family could come out and support local causes.
It's awesome. Do you plan on doing that every year?
Yeah, it's going to be a yearly thing. It happens in Midland, Michigan. Hopefully we can get it bigger and bigger every year. And then this last one here, this is a Speed Academy sticker. If you're not familiar, they're a YouTube channel.
So let's talk a little bit about the interior of the car. Right now we're obviously sitting in some pretty comfy racing seats, bucket seats. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so they're both Sparco.
And I see you also have a Sparco steering wheel.
Yeah, it is a Sparco steering wheel.
What signatures on there?
So I've got Travis Pastrana and David Higgins. Both of them signed it a few years ago. Most of the stuff is 3D printed or just like little gauge pods that I bought online.
Yeah.
The main concern was being able to see temperature and air-fuel ratio, because those are the two biggest safety things when you're on the track, and it's the first thing you'll see when something's going wrong is the temp spiking.
I mean, you do drive it kind of all the time, so it's nice to have things in here that are more of a comfort thing than a race car thing. But I'm assuming in the future that this is going to be your full-time race car.
Yeah,
so.
It's been slowly progressing from street car to race car, so it's somewhere in between right now.
Thank you for watching this episode of College Kids Cars. We'll see you next week.